Hi everyone. Yeah, 엄마 거야. So I'm just waiting for my water to boil so we could eat some cup noodles that Amma is currently knocking over. Ready? So I'm gonna eat this 팔도 kimchi ramen. Dong's gonna eat this 팔도, same brand, same company. This jumbo bowl noodle, 왕뚜껑. But while the water is boiling, I just want to do a quick shout out to Picky Wicky for sending me the canned kimchi. It's shrimp free and garlic free, so it is vegan. I'm actually really excited. These are stir fried. These are perfect for camping. You could take it anywhere. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. You just open it and it's ready to go. 냄새나. 열자마자 냄새나. 오, 딱 볶은 김치 냄새다. It smells great. 요리는 경험이야. 맛있다. Well, eat mine. 먹을래. 식기 전에 먹는 게 나은 것 같아.
No, I'm not. You know how you were asking me? Sure.
소금 맛있다. 맛있어. 바꿔 먹을래?
응?
바꿔 먹을래?
응.
이거 맛있네. 아이씨. There was one group that was leaving when we got here actually. They gave us some firewood, like 2. Very nice. So we're not the only crazy person.
Yeah, they came a bunch of different groups.
There's that last night was 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's like negative what? Negative 20 Celsius. It looks like it will be like 40 degrees right now, just looking. But it's actually really cold today. I feel like these sunnier days are colder. I think some people might wonder why we put a sweater on him. I wouldn't have if it was like 2-3 years ago when he had the full coat. But I shave him a little around his stomach and some other areas where he's supposed to retain heat. So he does get cold. I can tell, especially when he's sleeping. He needs to stay a little warmer. Like today, he will be cold. But I think actually sweater actually kind of keeps him from all these icicles forming around his stomach. So he's so happy right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna start setting up our tent because we are going to actually dock one of our tent to our car. And then we're gonna review both WoodStove and Kerosene heater. We are going to talk about what we like about it, what we don't, pros and cons. All these small pieces I made.
Oh.
So proud. 여기가 좀 좋은데? So, one of the reasons why I really like WoodStove is very aesthetic. Just that idea of like, you know, like opening this and putting like logs in, it just feels very just calm, peaceful, and a little different from being, you know, especially if you live in the city or anything like that. It just feels very different. Very relaxing. Also, you could use the top of the stove as a cooking, like heat. You could boil water. You could cook a bunch of things. Like even this specific stove, you could take this lid off, and then if you want like stronger fire, basically, you could like put a grill on here and like make the Korean barbecue and whatnot. So there are varieties of these wood stoves. Like there are foldable ones, like collapsible ones, where you could just put it in a little bag and go for backpacking. You could take those. Some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger, some of them are like titanium and like this one's stainless. There are some other wood stoves where these chimney it rolls into smaller volume, but for ours we have to just take their sectioned, so you have to put it back inside the stove.
Pretty much like campfire. Like
Yeah, it's portable campfire,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, like, there are other more smaller ones, but this is just, it's more enclosed. So you could, you know, basically you could bring inside a tent, and you kind of get that campfire inside a tent as well. And all these, I mean, like right now we're getting all these smoke because this is open, but this is closed. All the smoke goes on top of the chimney. So if the valve is open, even if you open this inside the tent, the smoke is getting sucked up in the top of the chimney, so you don't have to worry about like smoke coming inside the tent. Cons, a bad thing about this is, well, this specific one, it's very heavy and it doesn't break down any smaller. Or besides the chimney, like this, the body part doesn't get any smaller. So if you have a smaller car or you don't have that much storage when you're traveling, this might not be the best one for you.
also your tent needs to have a chimney hole.
Since the fuel is the wood, the firewood, if you want the heat going all night, you have to stay up all night to get the heat going. The thing about that is it doesn't like always stay hot. You have to have this fire at a certain level for it to heat up the tent. So even if there's like a little bit of like sparkle going, it's not gonna warm up your tent if it's too cold. So if in order for you to keep it this big fire, it takes a lot of maintenance. It kind of works for us because like I'm a morning person, he's a night person. He will stay up a little longer. I will wake up a little earlier and kind of get that going. It's not something that we would want to do. I feel like after one day we'll be tired because you don't get the full like good 5-6 hours sleep. Another bad thing is when you're ready to go home and try to pack up everything,
You can't just go.
yeah, you have to wait until this whole thing cools off. And it takes a lot longer than you think for it to cool down, even in this weather. It's like an extra step you have to think about when you're ready to go home. It gets dirty. Like all the ashes, you have to throw it out separately. Not every firewood will fit. You have to cut it certain height, thickness. It has to be, it's very limited. This one is large, and I think that's why we were able to like put in like little bigger pieces. But if you have a smaller one, more portable ones, you might have to like really cut them in small pieces. Yeah, 조심해. And this, you have to. Oh my God, what are you thinking?
I didn't know it was touching. I like this jacket. It's really nice. And maybe we should eat something right here. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, we should. They sell like these extra layers that you could put on to the chimney, but it's
Really?
very costly. So that's another thing that I'm like,
If you're not like kind of really into this whole winter camping, if you're gonna like stop after this one season, is it a really good investment for you? I don't know, because it's pretty pricey and the accessories that come with it are very expensive. So if you want to just do it, you're buying it just to try it out, it's pretty pricey, costly. But if you are thinking about doing this a lot more like us, I think it's a great investment.
캔발보다 더 가까이 갈 수 있어서 좋은 것 같아. 맛있겠다 진짜. 아, 고구마 어디 있지? 고구마 데펴서 먹을래?
지금 차라리 그게 나을
고구마?
것 같아.
그치?
그 저녁까지. 거의 다 됐어.
진짜 아깝다 자켓.
응?
진짜 아깝다고. I feel like after we got it, this is like one of the few years that we actually wear it.
진짜 따뜻해. We're talking about it too.
고구마 어디 갔을까?
그러니까.
짠! 뜨거. 또 탔다. 작정을 했구만. 어떡해.
Oh, angel. Oh, thanks.
안에 쿠키 갖다 줘야겠다.
It's in the tent?
뭐? 테이프?
어.
Yeah, it's in the brown bag. 오, 대박. Are you homeless? Are you lost?
따뜻하지?
탔어.
You think it's good?
뜨거운데.
많이 나. It's good?
너무 맛있어.
연기가 일부러 가니까
그치, 캠파이어보다.
I like it.
Wow. It looks so delicious. My
Are you talking about
god.
me? I know, look at this.
You're such a clumsy man.
Clumsy man.
You know how like when you get something new, like it's so new that you don't want to use it?
Oh, yeah.
So like I used to be like that, but then I realized that like it could get ruined after me using it once. You just never know what's gonna happen, so you just gotta use the hell out of it when you get it.
Yes, man. I'll take that. Juice World.
진짜 너무 맛있다.
Good?
Hey everyone, so about 5:30, so it's getting dark here, that we could start dinner right now, and by the time it's ready, the sun's probably down and we're gonna eat. Today's menu is stir-fried pork kimchi with tofu. So we're gonna heat it up in this bowl. Oh no!
I don't know what happened, baby.
쏟아졌어, oh my god. Uh-oh.
No, or it's just because I'm outside. It's cold.
I'm so sad.
You too. Look at this.
Oh no! On the door, it burned off.
My toe got burnt off.
And we're
My
drunk.
shoulder got burnt off. Arm got burnt off. WoodStove, baby.
I mean, it's really hot, and then it's amazing, like cooking.
Yeah, heat is
You know?
amazing. The heat, 진짜 막. Like,
Yeah,
how
but-
Chinese food.
Don't wear your favorite jacket. On the body. 너무 춥다 그지 않아? 오씨 뜨거.
It's solid frozen.
Is it really? Oh no. Hi everyone. So we are inside the car, the tent. I was very cold today. I think my feet was like borderline frozen. My like hip and butt area is still kind of cold, but it's a lot better. So we have the kerosene heater down by the tent. Put a fan on that little trunk top for car, and the air is blowing into the car. I still feel a little bit of like cool air coming in through like little cracks in the doors. Other than that, it's stinking hot in here. It's only 77 right now, but it used to be 84. We spilled a little bit of the kerosene fuel inside the tent, so it's kind of smelly still, but we had the heat cranked up to the highest to get the heat going. What's the weather outside right now?
6.
It's 6 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty cold today. Last week was not even cold compared to this. Good thing about kerosene heater, I feel like with lower budget, it'll last longer and warmer.
I mean, same for kerosene too. There's different sizes.
Yeah, ours is pretty big and it covers
pretty dang big.
really big areas. It also works as a cooktop. It gets very hot. If you put like cast iron, then it might obviously be different from actually putting it over fire. But if you use like stainless, aluminum, or any other just regular frying pan or pot, it'll do the trick. It'll actually boil. I feel like it's safer because there's no like, you know, like the sparks. The maintenance is definitely lower and easier than wood stove. On low heat, it'll last us about 12 hours. So last camping, we had it on for about 12 hours on low heat and it was fine. It had enough. It was full tank and it lasted us that many hours. It definitely is quicker to warm up. Wood stove, you know, like how you start every campfire, you have to like get the fire going. But with the kerosene heater, you just kind of like crank, spark, and it's ready to go. Cons to space heater.
It's very tall.
It's very big. There's only so, because you know like how with stove there are varieties. There's ones where like it's super collapsible and like it comes in like a little baggie. This one, I haven't seen any stoves where like I could like collapse all the way where it's flat. There's only so much you could do. The smell is not very pleasing. When you turn it off, it smells. If you spill a little bit, it smells.
It's like when you're putting a gas in the car. There's even that few drop that you smell the gasoline.
Yeah, because firewood, you know, it just campfire, it smells good. I mean, it's smoky, but it smells good compared to kerosene. You know, kerosene is just pure gas smell.
I know sometimes I enjoy the smell.
If you are like camping with your family, like you have like little ones or you have many dogs, like one thing I'm concerned is like, you know, dogs have higher sense of smell. So I'm wondering like how uncomfortable. I mean, he looks really cute.
Okay, he's very comfortable right now.
But like if this it smells this much for human. Like I wonder how much it smells for him. Smell is very like turn off to space heater. You don't have to clean much. Like, you know, so you take the ashes out and like you have to clean like, you know, the window, like little like glass doors. But this one, like all
you turn it off and you carry it and done.
Yeah, I mean, if you spill anything on the top of the stove, you just kind of clean it off. But other than that, there's not much to clean. We haven't experienced yet, but I know that you have to clean out the wick, or like
Really?
you have to switch out wick
How
once
is
in a
that?
while. There's a video for it, but you do have to switch out the wick if it's like, you know, like you use it long enough or you
Is it
haven't
hard?
used it properly.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, like I love WoodStove. Don't get us wrong. I'm still gonna use it. It's so aesthetic. It's just so fun. But if you're just like little like not, you know, cautious, there goes your jacket. But the smell is just.
It's not like you're gonna use kerosene outside.
You could, but
But wood stove, we could use the outside.
so overall, pros and cons to both of them. Big ones too. If I have to pick one, I don't know. What would you pick?
Kerosene,
Really?
much cheaper to maintain.
But the aesthetic of that wood stove, when like fire and the crackling sound,
That's so true.
you can't beat
get
that. Yeah.
It was common when we had
It's
that
very
in the
common.
tent.
Yeah. Like all the lights off and you
Yeah.
hear the crackling and the fire going. It's so comforting.
It's so annoying. Oh man, it's like it's dying, so I gotta fill it up. Like you're
Oh.
tired. We still gotta do it.
Yeah.
I can't believe we brought both of them.
If I could bring both to everywhere, I would.
Yeah, true.
Because I love campfire, like open campfire, but when we were using the wood stove outside to cook and stay warm, it was so easy. It was so clean, able to control so
We don't
easy.
even smell like.
Yeah, we don't even smell like fire because the smoke all like, you know, went through the chimney and stuff. I guess like this is a big thing for us. Ahmed goes near wood stove. If his hair touches the stove,
Oh,
it burns. Instant. But
Before he even realized it.
yeah. So I'm like so cautious, like really worried about that. With the kerosene, it comes with the little metal bars. So even if he's close to it, as long as he doesn't like stay there and like rub it in, he's fine. He won't burn any of his hair. Don't touch my booty.
I'm like,
Touch your hair. No,
Smells
here.
like shit though.
Here.
Wow, your ass is freezing.
Right?
And your back too.
Yeah. Ow.
Jesus, what is that?
Good morning, everyone. Oh boy, it was some weird night. I didn't realize how drunk I was. I was such a strong believer that if it's cold out, I won't get drunk. That's how I felt for past 3-4 camping. But yesterday I took advantage of that and I took shots. Because yesterday in here it was hitting 70s and 80s, and I still felt babe, I'm still kind of cold. And Toon gets colder faster than I do, and he wasn't cold. So I was like, okay, there's something wrong. And I just realized I must have been really, really drunk. I went to sleep and woke up 2 hours later, and our sleeping bed was so hot. I got up and the air was so hot, and inside was 84 degrees. I took this off. I had a t-shirt. I took my socks off and I went back to bed, and I felt good. It wasn't cold. It was actually the little breeze that came out through the car was pretty decent. It was fine. It actually kind of cooled me off, once in a while. Sleeping in this car without any kind of padding was very hard, very uncomfortable. I don't know if this will be our go-to setup. So another thing about this specific setup, oh man, this tent is tiny. There's not enough room for 2 adults and a large dog, extra large dog, to be in this area. And winter camping, besides some cooking and hiking, you spend most of the time inside the tent. And last night it really felt uncomfortable. I had to be sitting by the trunk, inside the trunk, and like Tong was hanging out here, Ame was on the bed, and it's pretty uncomfortable. Space wise, it's terrible compared to the pop-up tent we had last week. 아 너무 추워.
자기 문 열렸어요.
지금 쓰레기 버려져서. I'm already thinking ahead. 네 거 그거 해줄까?
네. Ruined the perfectly good jacket.
But we had a kick-ass meals though. We're gonna head back to our warmer place and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.